All right, this is going to be the final assembly of the X2, and we're going to get this thing on the water in this video. So stick around and hear this thing ripping around. I won't say ripping around, really it's just going to be getting it out for the first time, making sure everything is working properly and all that, and try not to sink it on the first ride. So stick around for the end.
I'm gonna leave that out of there to give me more room to get in here and get the engine put in and everything. So I'm gonna change this lever out right here. I went and got a green one. So we gotta give her some color. All right, here's the green one. There's that. As y'all saw, we got the bilge pump in now, and I went and got the hose and all that, so I've got to run the hose and then drill the hole wherever I'm going to put it. So let's do that right now. Come on, baby, get up there. All right. Okay, now I just need to put a hole somewhere about right there. Alrighty. Perfect. Get some silicone and let's get all this stuff connected. Okay, so we got the bilge pump done, aside from obviously the connecting it to the switch, but got the full setup in here now. As y'all can see, just flash that right here, makes it a little better. Got my little one-way valve in here, right there, and then I put a 90 up there. All right, we're gonna sit the engine in there. I think we're at that point finally where we can put it in there. So let's get all this up and out of the way. Okay. All right, got this up out of the way. Probably should have done that from the beginning, so that's on me. This is definitely not as easy as the Superjets. Jeez. All right, we got the engine in, bolted in. Now all the fun little stuff. I did run into a little issue with getting it slid back enough, and I thought that the shaft was pushed all the way in. I mean, I'd even kind of hit it with a decent sized hammer and block of wood, but I ended up having to get a bigger sledgehammer and like a little 4x4 chunk, and with the engine out, and beat it on in about another 1/4 of an inch to where I could get the bolts lined up. So it's in. God, I feel like it's taking forever to get to this point. So all right, so just gonna get all these wires up here and where they go, and start running some hoses. Let's get this pipe put in here. Now we're getting the fuel lines all ran where they're supposed to go and all that, so I can finish getting this bracket put up here, but still gonna have to decide what I want to do with the primer. I may end up just putting it on that piece in there, so let's I'm gonna get this all bolted up where it's supposed to go now. All right, now we got the fuel lines ran up and through there and all that, which makes it so much easier just leaving all this off. We can install this, so. Okay. Got that where it's supposed to be now. It's awesome. We are so close to cranking now. I mean, honestly, I could probably put gas in it right now. Well, now I got to do the primer. I got to put that back on there. So I'm going with this bulb type primer, and I decided, since I'm not using the external fuel pump now, I can use this bracket as the primer bracket. So drill a hole and all that, and all I gotta do is tap into the fuel line and then run this one into the brass fitting I've got right there on the carb. So pretty simple. I won't even have to use that much line to do it. So, and I prefer having the primer closer to the carb. It takes less fuel trying to run through the primer line and all that. So I think it'll be pretty clean, all that. So yeah, buddy, let's get this bolted up and run the fuel lines. And just like that, the primer has been installed. As you can see, pretty simple. Just got to put some zip ties on the fuel lines and everything should be done. I just got that one more fuel line I need to run from the side of the pipe, head pipe, and out. And after I've run that, we can fire this pig up. All right, I've primed everything up. I got fuel all the way to the top of the carburetor, so it's gonna be the first fire up with everything done. Come on, baby. All right, let's try this all over again. I'm gonna try it. Well, I think it might be running a little lean right now, so gotta do a little bit of adjusting, but I am freaking pumped. That has taken way longer than any other ski I've ever built. This has taken way longer. I mean, the Super Jet, it went together quick. Even the blaster went together quick. This thing's, it's fought me tooth and nail every step of the way, so heck yeah. Well, let me do a little tuning on this, and we can probably go stick it in some water here real soon. First start up in the water, so we'll make sure everything's working good.
It's flowing good. Ooh, look at that cold.
We've already put it in the water once, as y'all saw, so running pretty good. Don't really have any complaints. Just had that that line back there, the clamp. I guess I didn't put a clamp on there. Just stuck the hose on it. It popped off and spraying water where it got inside the car, so it was running like poop. Trying to get back to the cart and everything. So we're gonna try to get this thing going again. Finally put the surf brace in here. Now it's got all my lines all out of whack. First test day on the water went successful. Just had that one water line pop off, but pretty pumped. Got to adjust the steering a little bit too. It's a little off.